Hey, what's up guys? It's Irene here, and today is going to be a fun video. Today we are doing some crafting. I'm going to be doing some fall crafts so I can use them to decorate my apartment tomorrow, which is the fall equinox, and have it all looking seasonal. Do have some things I'm waiting for Amazon. I don't know why Amazon wants to deliver everything to my house between 8 and 9 o'clock, but they do. I have some stuff I ordered. I have new sheets. I have curtains I purchased because I only have 2 sets of curtains. I have some, like I said, sheets, comforters, and some other little things. So I'm going to gather my supplies and you should do the same. Let's do some crafting together. What am I going to be doing today? So I'm going to be making some, a garland, an orange garland. I'm going to be hanging that up somewhere. I'm not exactly sure yet where I'm going to hang that up, but I'm going to make that. I've already dehydrated the oranges, so they're ready, set to to just be strung up. I'm actually going to be using this pressed flower kit I got from Amazon. I got it on a whim. I mean, not Amazon, Barnes and Noble. I got it. I went and bought a book too, which I haven't bought a book in years. Not for fiction. I bought a fiction book, which I don't normally buy, but I actually bought a physical book that I plan on reading this fall, so that's good. And let me see, what else did I get? I'm also going to be printing out some pictures so I can hang them in the bathroom and on the walls here. There's a fly in my apartment, so if you see me staring at something, just know there's a flyer in here. So I couldn't find frames that I wanted, gold frames. Actually that's not true. I found gold frames that would match the other one I'm gonna hang, but they weren't Home Goods. The line was literally around the whole store. I wasn't doing that. I don't do that. So what I did was I bought some black ones and I bought some gold paint from Target. I know I'm supposed to be boycotting Target, but you know, I needed some things. So I got some gold paint and some brushes, some sponge brushes, and I will be painting them gold. That means they'll have a little dark undertone, but that's fine. That's good. Perfectly fine for fall. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to find some pictures I want to hang them in there. Put them in here and hang them in there. That's 3 things. The fourth thing is, the fourth and fifth are similar. Fourth is I have to take my fall wreath from last year and fix it. Some of the things came off, I noticed, so I have to repair that. And the fifth one, which we probably have to wait till tomorrow, is I have another wreath I have to make from scratch. I need to go to the park and grab some branches. What I need for that, I need 4 branches, 3 or 4 branches, twigs, whatever. I need to grab for that, amongst some other things. So that one probably wait till tomorrow, but those are 4 or 5 things. We've gone through the list of things I have to do today. So what I am going to do is start with the easiest one first, and that's the painting of the frames. I am doing this on my bed. That does sound crazy, but with my back the way it is, I cannot sit in that chair, and lying down is the most comfortable thing for me right now. So, and I have a cardboard box, so it'll be fine. I'm using the paint, and I'm going to use a foam brush. I'm going to use this, probably the smallest one they have, and I do not have sandpaper because if I did, I would sand them down really quick to make sure that the paint took. But since I don't have that, I am going to forego it. Unless it doesn't work and I need to go to the 99-cent store and get some sandpaper tomorrow morning. This should be okay. This cost $3 and there are like 8 brushes in here. Foam brushes are still cheap. So yeah, I'm going to use the smallest size they have. That's it right there. As you can see, it's about the size of a pencil. And this foam brush is about the first part width of my top of my thumb. That first crease, it's actually smaller. So that's what this is. So what are you crafting? No. So while I do this, let me ask you a question. What are you making? What are you crafting? What are you creating today, tomorrow, this week? When's the last time you crafted something? Just for the fun of it. Just not a part of a work, not a duty to anyone or a gift or for someone else. Just for yourself. Because all of this I'm doing for myself. I'm doing for my apartment. I really want my apartment to have that cozy fall feel. And it's a little challenging because I have sloped ceilings throughout this entire house. Even the bathroom and the straight walls in the bathroom have all tiles. So I can't even really hang too much there. I can a little bit, but not too much. So, I'm doing this just for me. So I ask again, what are you crafting? What are you making right now just for yourself? What hobbies, and everyone has, well, most people have some form of crafting hobby, be it knitting, I don't know, macrame. I think it's called macrame, right? Pottery, something. Most people have something. So I do want to ask what your thing is. And if you don't have a crafting hobby, what hobby do you have? Some people just read. I don't consider reading a hobby, although is reading a hobby? It could be. I just consider it something people do. But I mean, because you're not making anything, you're just reading words on paper. Does that qualify? I'm not judging. I'm just asking. Do we call reading a hobby? I don't know. But so this thing has a squeeze bottle, and it has a little pour top. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour. I think the safest thing for me to do is pour some onto the brush and then put it on the brush on the thing. See, oh, it's an interesting gold because it's like a greenish gold. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm gonna put that on this here. I took the glass out and the backing, so it's just this. I expect to get paint on my fingers, so I'm not even gonna pretend to not do that. Oh yeah, that's gonna be perfect. It's gonna be perfect. Can you see that right there? Probably can't. Can you see that? That's gonna be perfect. Who is? Oh, it's Uber. So yeah. So anyway, I was asking, yeah, what are you making? I'm interested to see what you guys do as far as hobbies are concerned. Even if it's not a maker kind of hobby, what are your hobbies? Although I think everybody should create something. I don't care if it's, I don't really care what it is. I think everybody should create something. Make something for yourself. Find a hobby that is which you're creating something. I think that's super cool. I don't expect these to be perfectly solid gold. I expect that excuse me, some of the black is gonna seep through the paint, and that's absolutely fine. I don't know how many coats I'm gonna do, but this is a stress-free project. I'm not gonna go crazy over this. I got this little tiny, what's this, a 2-ounce serum coat Luxe metallic paint from Target. I am not gonna make this a big deal because it's just a little crafting project. It's not something that should be stressful, you know. So I might wind up doing 2 coats. I should have gloves, and again, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and I don't. But I don't. Anyway, I think I'm gonna just do this whole thing straight down because I want it. The one thing I do want is it to have a cohesive pattern. There we go. See? Top coat there, and of course you can see through it. That's okay. I do have paint on my fingers already, but that's cool. So I'm going to do this one, and then I'm gonna do the other one, and if I need to, I'm gonna do a second coat. And that's going to be that. Again, stress-free. Me doing a hobby. Just weird. I have so many things I'm interested in. And it's interesting that I'm doing this. To me, it's very interesting because I don't spend a lot of time making things anymore, except videos and food. But, yeah, this is nice. This is nice to be sitting here, relaxing, and making things. Oh, it's been such a long time. I think I was a kid the last time I just sat down to make something just for myself. No, when my daughter was young, I did scrapbooking. And I had a scrapbook for each year. I think the first 3 years of her life. Then I stopped because it was a lot. It was a lot. I was working too, so there was that. And scrapbooking, I just didn't have a lot of time to do that. After she started, I was working full time and taking care of her after work. And her father took care of her too. It's not as if I was alone, but, you know us moms, we do a lot most of the time. Some moms don't do much. But us good moms, we do a lot for our families and our kids. And, shoot, I'm getting my fingerprints all over it. Okay, cool. All right, first one is done. I do have paint on my hands. I'm going to rinse off my hands real quick, and I'm going to go to the next one. So here is the finished product. This is one coat. Again, not perfect in any way, but it will be better when I do the second coat. I'm going to let this sit here for an hour or so and let it dry, and I'm going to work on the next projects. For project number 2 is these. I took 2 oranges, sliced them as thin as possible. I don't know if you can see how thin that is. But it's literally maybe 1/8 of an inch thin. This one maybe 1/4 of an inch, I'm not sure, but they're really thin. And I put them in my air fryer, which has a dehydrate button. And they dehydrated for about 6 to 7 hours each. I did 2 batches. So now here's the issue. I do not have a needle. So I've done this before, but it didn't come out really good. So I'm going to try it again. And last year, I dehydrated them in my fridge. I let them sit on a plate, on a cardboard plate thing in the fridge for, I think, a couple of weeks. But the fridge had too much moisture, so anyway, I have to figure out how I'm going to do this. I have 2 options on string. I have this, I don't even know what you call this, but I'm calling it burlap rope. Okay, I know there's a better term for it. I just don't know it at the moment. But I got this, I believe, from Michael's. It's just a rope made of, it's almost very woodsy, almost burlap-like. So that's why I use that term. I also have this, it's hard to see, but it's a very stiff, you can shape it. You can shape it into different things. It's a string of some sort. I just don't know what it's called. I forgot. Also got this from Michael's. So I can use this too, and this may be better to get through the orange without destroying the orange. I think that's what happened last time. I didn't have a needle either, and I tried to force the rope through, and I think I might have destroyed it. Because this has a sharp end, I think I'll be able to just push it through. So the first thing is, how long is this thing going to be? And that is a question, because I have to figure that out before I make this. I'm only making one. I think I'm only making one. And so I think that this length will be okay. Um, I'm gonna put it over my doorway. So I think I'm gonna put it a little bit longer than I think I need because I want to ensure that it's long enough. Um, I'm not gonna bother measuring it because I'm lazy. But this length is good because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna knot it to keep each orange from sliding around. So I'm just gonna take the scissor, I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm at the end part, I'm gonna put a knot. And you can knot it, and you don't have to knot it tightly. See, there's a knot right there, and that's gonna be the one end. I don't want to put it too small of a knot because I do want it to stop. And so I'm gonna take one of, I don't know how many I'm gonna do for these, but okay, so in the middle of the orange, you get a little bit of space from the dehydration. It pulls apart. So I think I can put right through, guys. It literally went right through. See that? Went right through. So there you go. I'm gonna put that, and I'm going to push that kind of to the end, and then I'm gonna knot it because I want it to kind of stay where it is. So I'm gonna make another knot and slide it all the way down as close to the orange as possible. It can move a little bit, I just don't want it to move much. And so now I'm going to make another little knot, pull, pull, pull. And so now I have this knot on both sides. And so this orange will not move. When I'm done, I think what I'm going to do is pull it tight, and so everything is really tight. But for right now, as I'm doing this, I'm going to just let it go. This is going to eventually hang better. It's going to be super straight right now, but eventually, as I finalize it, it's going to fall straight. So let's see. How many should I do? I have a lot of slices. I have a lot of slices. This one I will not use because, as you can see, the hole in the middle is way too big, so I won't use that one. I won't use any one that has a hole that's big, like this one too. I don't know if there's something else I can do with those. I can use that, I can use that. But those two, this one has a hole in it. This one has a hole, but it's not in the middle. This one I wouldn't want to use anyway. And I don't think I'll use that one. So I think let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 additional slices I can use. So I'm just gonna make them and we'll see how it works. I think this might be too long. Let me double check the, okay. I'm gonna just move it along. I think what I'm gonna do, let me plan this out on the bed. Put some oranges on my bed. I'm a hot mess. All right, so let's figure this out. All right, I figured it out, so I'm gonna do this now. Hopefully I can do it well. Okay, so I'm done. This is it. Kind of underwhelming, but I'm happy with it because, first off, it smells lovely. It's long enough that it'll fit in that window, my bedroom window, perfectly. It's gonna fit in the top. The wreath I'm gonna make, the second wreath I'm gonna make, that I have to go get supplies for, is gonna go in the bottom of this window. So I'm gonna have the top and the bottom. Lovely. And it fits perfect in that window. Unfortunately, the stuff is wrapping off. Okay. So this is the end piece. I'm putting hooks, little holes on the ends so that I have a little place to put the hooks for it. You can see that right there. You see that little loop? And I'm going to make one on the other side. And that is going to be it for this craft. Super easy. The time consuming thing is is dehydrating the oranges. If I had an oven, I could have done them both, both oranges in one day, but I took 2 days to do it. No rush, but yeah, there you go. They smell, I don't even know. They smell a little, oh, that's the citrus. Yes, they smell great. And so, as you can see, this is my wreath. It's simple. I made it last year. As you can see, some of the things have fallen off here. So I want to put some fresh new items on here. I do have, I bought it for my Halloween wreath, but I do have some mushrooms. Maybe I'll put mushrooms on here. Right on the bottom. That might look cute. I'm going to get some of the leaves that fell off, put them back on, and then this is ready to go. For this wreath that I have to update, I have a couple of things. I have some extra leaves. These are not these are leaves that are not on here already. They're a bit more red and dark. Oh, speaking of dark, let me fix that. So these are red and dark. See that here? I also got a couple of acorns. One has gold on it. This one has gold on it, so I might use this one. This one doesn't have gold. And I got these 3 mushrooms, 2 the same size, 1 is bigger. See that? I might add that too. So I got my glue gun plugged in. I have the cheap one. It was like $6 or $7 or something like that from Michael's. So that's plugged in. I'm waiting for that to heat up. And I'm going to affix this. I think if I'm going to put these mushrooms on here, I'm going to have to tie them. So I'm going to figure out where I'm going to do that in here. And yeah. So let's do this. I think I'm going to use this wire to ensure the mushrooms don't come off. I don't think a glue gun is going to be sufficient. Okay, so this is great, except that the instructions say to keep and press dry for at least 2 weeks. So that means I'm not going to be able to use this when I first decorate my apartment tomorrow, which is fine because I'm only doing one flower and I know exactly what I want to do with this as far as where I want it to go. I'm still tightening it, by the way. They said tighten it as much as possible, so I'm going to keep doing that. But yeah, so if you want to press flowers and you want to do multiple, get a few small ones or get a bigger flower press, because this is going to take some time. And oh, I can't tighten that one anymore. And yeah, so I think that's it for crafting. I'm going to start my decorations. Yay! I think I'm gonna start by making the bed. I have all new stuff for the bed, so let's go. Cute. Okay, so as you can see, my bed is made. I was told when I showed Bestie the pattern on the comforter, he said it looked grandma-ish. I have to admit that it kind of does, but I love it. I love that it is orange based. I love that it has florals on it. And yeah, it kind of looks grandma-ish. I agree with that. But, you know, I know I'm not a grandma, but I like it. So I'll live with grandma-ish. It's fine. It's not paisley. I put my foot down on that.
Yo, you know what comes with the yo, a YNW Melly drop on the Kendrick song is crazy. Yo, Kendrick said I'm gonna have to start doing what I gotta do to my friends at that point.
Okay, so I'm almost done with the decorating. I just want to hang a couple of prints, 4 prints on here. So I'm just gonna hang some pictures right on here. Okay, so these are the 4 pictures. These are the 4 pictures that I have. I'm just literally gonna hang them. It's not a big, you know, project. And that's about it. Let me rearrange this a little bit. There we go. Okay, there we go. Simple decorative idea. And the thing is, what's cool is that when fall is over and I switch over to winter, all I have to do is change the pictures. I don't have to frame anything. I don't have to do anything fancy or special. All I have to do is change out the print. And I love that about this. It's like just a easy, breezy gallery wall. And I think I got this idea from, I don't know where I got it from originally, but I know at my daughter's school, they do this. They have a thing, a corkboard, and they hang pictures from the corkboards in a similar fashion. They use pins, but like simple, easy.